What's going on, world? It's your man Jay Denham, also known as JFK, here as promised, man. I just dropped another video yesterday here. I told you guys we would sit down and do a comparison. So me and my cameraman actually sat down, we discussed it, and he has a pretty heavy, important, decision making on this too. And we decided we're gonna give the people something that I can't say isn't out there at all, but I personally haven't seen it yet. So I scrolled a little bit, not extensively, not like extra hard or nothing like that, but I haven't seen nobody do it yet. So I'm not going to say it's the very first one and bite myself in the tongue like, oh, I should have never said that. But as far as to my knowledge, it's the first one we've done. So to my right, I have the Jordan 11s from last year, the female release, the Harris, the Velvets. To my left, I have Black Friday's release, which are the Jordan 11s as well. Harris, Stingrays, Black Diamonds in my book. So we're going to sit down and we're going to get right to it, man. First and foremost, you got to keep the sanitizer on deck, especially before you touch these things, man. Anybody that knows me, I'm a very clean and very neat person. As the saying goes, man, cleanliness is next to godliness. Again, especially if you touch some of these, man. These things are, man, to me, these are gems. So let's get to these. Shout out to my guys at Finish Line, too. Hope I'm coming up for one check on these days. And first and foremost, man, I mentioned this in the last video. The box is it's nothing like out of the normal. It's just a Jumpman box. It's black primarily. Gold Jumpman, gold 23 right here. Also has another gold Jumpman on this side. So nothing really, really wild, but there is a differential between the two. I'll get to that whenever we get to these black ones. But first and foremost, man, these things are, you see these, it brightens up my day whenever I see these. So honestly, this is probably my second or third time even taking these out of the box. I've never stepped foot in these. I believe I mentioned that too. Again, it's certain shoes. These are elegant, man. These are, you see these are kind of exotic in the collector's world. These are gems to me. Again, you see the jump in here. It's not stitched. It's placed in there. It's like an emblem. So have the more so maroon or burgundy, as some would call, with the gold accents. I love it, man. I love the material, of course. Again, that's one of the highlights of the shoe. And this being it's the very first of its kind. And then we have these. And right off top, like I was saying, I was going to sit down and I was going to go through the two differences. Box. Yeah, it is still black. Primarily with, the gold. A little bit of gold there. The gold here. But this actually has a lid that you remove. So, and it's also something that they never usually do on female shoes. This is usually seen on men's Jordan 11s, the ring right here. So I guess whenever you pull them through your towers, again, I don't usually collect mid 11s, but these are something I felt like had to do these, man. And there you have them. So I want to know the people's thoughts, man. Speak to me. Let me know what you think. Give me an overview comment. And actually, now that I sit here and look at this Jumpman is a little different. So we'll get to that in a second. Let me pull the next one out. And again, do a side-by-side comparison, man. Which one do you feel like, yeah, these are rockable? Oh, I would wear these anyway. Or maybe you wouldn't wear them. Maybe you're something like me. And you feel like these things are just to be set on and not rocked. Some people don't believe in that, though. Some people believe in if you buy it, you got to wear it. Me, on the other hand, I don't feel that way. So let's do a side-by-side comparison. What's your take on it? To be honest, cast your votes, man. Let me know. Again, speak to me, man. Comment, send me a message. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. You see my attire, man. You see the garments, man. So you know what my vote is. I threw this on just for this video too, I promise. I ain't gonna flex like I had this on all day. I threw this on just for this video. And I said, yeah, big baby. These right here, again, I would lick these, but that's been done enough. As you can see, never stepped in. I mean, marvelous. Again, whenever I touch these, again, I don't forget that I have them, but I never take them out the towers because they're in my 11 tower. So they're somewhere between mid to bottom of that tower with the rest of the 11s. But these are just, Even these, like these aren't bad, but again, I can see these more being rocked. You know, definitely a hell of a lot more than these. Because even with that, again, I mentioned in the last video, black kind of goes with almost anything. You could have on gray and white and throw on some black sneakers, or you know what I'm saying. You could throw on black with a lot of things. You could throw on, but these right here, you got to be careful. You got to take your time when you pull these out. So this Jumpman actually, like I was saying, this is actually different. It is different. This one, even the gold looks a little different. I'll do it side by side. I can't say it's bigger because again the shoe size is different. This is actually a 9.5, a women's extended 9.5. This is a 10, and I'll tell you why I bought a 10. I bought a 10 in these because first of all, it's the very first time a woman's 11 has ever went to a 10. The highest they can go is 10.5. So that would be a woman's 10 is a men's 10.5. I mean, excuse me, a woman's 12 is a men's 10.5. There's a size and a half difference. So that Jumpman and this Jumpman are not only different in size, but they're also different in shade. The gold seems to be a little different. So I'm not sure if you guys can get that. I'll do one of these for you. Boom, boom. Hit them with the left, hit them with the right. So me personally, I feel like they couldn't have done it any better as far as these go. Even the laces are different. These are actually like sneaker laces. Like they're not like, oh, you know, anything extravagant. They're not any material or anything like that. These are what we usually see on the premiums or the pinnacle sneakers. And for the men, if you guys know what pinnacles are they put out multiple variations of pinnacles. There's pinnacle 5s, there's pinnacle 6s, but they usually all have leather laces from what I've seen. So the laces are definitely different on these. The Jumpman's different. Naturally, the material right here is going to be different where patent leather usually is on Jordan 11s. It's not patent leather on either one of these. So I also think that's an attribute that a lot of people were liking. There's been a lot of pictures floating around for a really long time on suedes too. So like multi-flavor suedes because they did the suede the 11s, the gray ones. I did a video on those. If you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, watch it again. If you haven't, double tap, look at it, subscribe, check that out. But me personally, I'm a fan of these. The day that I seen these, I was just taken by these. The day that I seen these, again, it was online stuff. It was pictures surfacing, and I was like, did they paint these? They're customs. They got to be customs. So when you look at them, it's not hard to see how I would get that. When you look at these two shoes, it's not too hard how you would say, like, oh, from an online picture, oh yeah, they probably did one or two things. It's either an edit, it's Photoshop, or some man had no problem having these, again, both 220, and painting on altering his shoes. People do it all the time, man. But, or had some knockoff pairs and really didn't care about, you know, painting them. So me, I feel like these are a lot more doable. Okay, understandable. Are they worth the 220's price tag? Depends on who you ask. These, immaculate. Something you do not see every day, and when you do see them, you wonder, are they real? Are they authentic? Are they? Because trust me, we're in 2017, approaching 2018. You might see this 3 years from now. You might see it 3 days from now. You might see it 3 minutes from now. But whenever you do, you know how the game is, how Jordan Brand has been, and people fake everything these days. So authenticity is key. Again, my vote, you can tell from the garments, man. You know who I was going with. I was going for the Velveteen as opposed to the Stingrays, as some are calling, or the Black Diamonds. Actually, what I'm doing is, let's get to this too. You guys a couple more minutes on my time while I'm thinking about it. I think I removed the insert to one of these yesterday when we shot our last video on unboxing these, and the insole is definitely different. I know 1,000,000% sure because this is a shoe that you don't usually see it with. This insole has the hairs. Nothing insanely spectacular about it. It's black, gold circle, right? Set that there. This one, on the other hand, although the laces are different, also the insert is different. And I'm going to show you this if I can pull this one out. Again, those seem to be actually pretty easy to pull out. These right here are leather. So, yeah, that's glue. Yeah, that's a first. Or maybe a second if I did it in the last video. And if you see this, that's leather right there. It's leather, big baby. That's leather. It means you gotta wear socks. For all of y'all, and again, man, for people who's doing these sneakers, man, when you buy some sneakers, make sure you buy some socks, man. Even if you can't put old socks in new shoes, You can't do it. You can't. So again, comparison, simple enough. My side, excuse me, it's upside down to y'all. Worth the 220 price tag? The Velvets? You damn right. The Stingrays, the Black Harris, the Black Diamonds, worth the 220 price tag? It's still questionable to me. Again, I did it, and I'm still not 1,000,000% sure if I'm gonna keep these or not. I'm not a reseller, but you know how the game goes. Sometimes somebody talk to me and shoot me a good number. I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down because I'm not 100% all in of a fan of these. Would I wear these? Yeah, no doubt. These, on the other hand, these are definitely keepers, man. They're personals. This is in the collection. They've already been instilled in the tower, so I haven't even threw these in the room yet. So and usually I go to storage, which again, pardon me, because we probably would have shot the video yesterday if I had the time, but I had to go to my storage to take these out, and I was like, I know they in there. I had to search for a little bit. So you see, it's for the love of the game, man. So again, cast your votes. Let me know what you guys personally think. Is it the lefts? Is it the blacks? Or is it the right? And is it the velvets? Again, you know what team I went for, man. It's JFK signing out. Give us your votes. Give us your time. Thanks.